You can't hear the music. It's a bummer.
Oh, damn. I want the intro music, man. Come on. You want to hum it for me? Give me the full experience.
The Perfect Drink is a podcast that combines amazing cocktails with the kind of infinite wisdom that can only come from a lifetime of poor decisions. So take a journey with everybody's favorite bartender. We can make some drinks, have some laughs, and who knows, you might even learn a thing or two. See you soon. Well, hey, everybody. It is old HRK here, everybody's favorite bartender. I feel like my volume's down. I can't. There we go.
You're whispering a little bit.
Everybody's favorite bartender. And it is time for another episode of The Perfect Drink. We are joined today by the extremely talented Vik Pandya. You know what's funny is I was going to make sure that I say your name right before we started.
You killed it.
Fucking A.
Yeah. And you didn't even hesitate. You didn't even look at me to confirm. You're like, I got this. I've known this dude for a couple of years.
Yeah. And I mean, I've introduced you at shows before.
Yeah.
So,
oh, yeah.
But I thought, well, maybe it's Pandya and I'm an idiot, but it's Pandya, right?
Pandya.
Yeah, fuck yeah. Okay.
There
awesome.
you go.
So, how's it going, Vic?
Dude, it's going well. I just had a shot of Jameson. Dude, you know what's so funny about alcohol? As soon as you have that first sip, I'm like, I'm ready. Let's go.
Yes.
Like I was groggy. I got in here. I'm like, let's do another shot. Fuck it. Let's go.
Well, it's a slippery slope because it's fucking 7:30 in the morning.
Oh,
you know what
dude,
I mean?
I know.
So, yeah, the wheels can fall off quick when you're living like this. I took an Uber home last night from I worked yesterday, and I took an Uber home. My truck's broke down. I think it needs a new engine. So I've been Ubering a lot lately to the point where I think that people think that I have a DUI.
Because you're locally Ubering too.
I'm just Ubering.
It's like the same 3 Ubers.
Like I Uber to work. Like when Ashley wants to talk shit about me, she's like, "You take Ubers to the gym, you fucking loser." You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? Like it's becoming a thing. But anyways, I Ubered home yesterday. I feel like my fucking volume's weird. I Ubered home yesterday, dude, and there we go. And we're driving. We get around the corner here to 159th and Bell Road, which is not important, but anyways.
Local reference.
You know what I mean? The fucking driver's this little Asian guy, doesn't speak great English, and he's trying to like ask me questions, and I'm like, I'm just like, buddy, it's in the fucking app. Like, just shut the fuck up and drive me. He stops the car and gets out. I'm not making this up. Stops the car and gets out, and I think that I have to fight. Maybe he knows kung fu. He's Asian, and I'm racist. So I'm like, well, maybe this guy wants to fight. I swear to God. And I get out of the fucking car. It's a van. He's got like a sliding door. So he gets out. So I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
And I fucking open the door. I get out of the van, and I'm like creating space. I'm like, all right. Fucking, what are we doing here? What are we doing here, bro? You know what I mean? And then he like is trying to say some broken English shit, and I'm just like, I don't understand what the fucking problem is. And then like we both just kind of start laughing and get back in the car, and he drives me home. It was the weirdest fucking thing.
So you don't know what it was?
No clue. I still don't know what the fucking problem was, but he got me home. I was like,
he was probably trying to like ask you, like it definitely wasn't trying to fight you.
Well, of course, I wouldn't think so. He was a tiny little guy.
I like how you though were like, I'll fuck him up though.
Well, you know, I mean, we gotta go. But yeah, so that was pretty goddamn funny. Have you ever done bar trivia?
Once. I mean, like a work thing. Yeah.
Oh, you hosted one.
Well, I hosted one, and then I went with like my coworkers. They wanted to go, so we went and like did a night. But it gets kind of wild, dude.
Dude, me and Ashley went fucking yesterday. Yeah, God, I'm so drunk. Yesterday, we went like a week ago, and it's fucking intense. And there's
people take it very seriously. Well, competitive.
Well, the thing, we like it was just the two of us. There were tables of like 9 people. You know, I feel like if you got 9 people, that's not super fair.
That's a team.
You know what I mean? Fuck you. But like after the first round, we were in like 4th place. The bar was full, so I was like, fuck yeah. Well, by the end, we were like in last place. But the point is, you're not allowed to use your phone. And these motherfuckers were just straight like you know, if someone gets a question about like history, and then gets like a pop culture reference, and then gets like a sports one. Mm-hmm. It's like you're cheating, you fucking asshole.
Yeah, it's too many topics to
you can't know all that stuff. You know what I mean? Unless you got a team of 9 and you got a history buff.
Asian Uber driver. Yes.
Right. Well, he's probably real good. Yeah. The Asians are a wise people. But there was this one fucking dude. He was there with this girl. He was like the biggest fucking nerd alive, and he got every single question right. And I just hope that I see him out sometime, because I'm going to be like, you cheated, motherfucker.
You could be no, you should ask him some questions.
I'm furious. But what's capital Zaire, motherfucker? You know what I mean? Yeah.
See if he can answer.
Cheating ass.
It's weird to cheat like when the stakes are that low. You know what I'm saying? Like,
this is what I'm saying.
I get cheating at like school, like an ACT or something, like something big that's going to change your life. But at bar trivia, this is what we're doing. It just seems like a weird stand to take.
What's funny is he was on a date with a girl that was way out of his league.
Oh, so he was trying to flex a little bit. Yeah.
Well, Ashley's theory was that like this is his move. Like he takes him to trivia, and that's how he like lands all the ass.
This IQ going to make this girl so wet. I mean? You know, this is what it's. But I guess you know what it is. It's true because think about this: when we were growing up, nerds were like everyone. You didn't want to be a nerd. That was what you were made fun of. Now nerds are like celebrated.
It's
so
real.
He's probably coasting off that. He's like, I'm a startup CEO. Yeah. I founded this. I have like 6 patents, and she's like, yeah, let's go.
I tell my kids all the time, it's like, if you're not cool right now, it doesn't matter. Because when you're an adult, the cool people are like, I was cool when I was a kid, and I'm a fucking loser. You know what I mean?
You're drinking at 7:30.
That's what I'm saying. Right. You don't want to be cool. If you're cool in high school, you're fucked.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No, I agree.
It's all downhill from there.
I agree.
Let's we do a segment called Ripping Shots. You won't be able to hear the song, but let's rip some shots.
Should I fill the dead air here, or are we just?
Oh, there's a song.
Okay, there's a song playing.
You're actually fucking ruining it.
Ripping shots. All of my friends are
ripping shots. Bum, 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 bum. Will wrote that song. I wish you could hear it. You'll hear it when you listen. But I was gonna make a shot called the Chameleon, and fucking Vik likes whiskey, likes bourbon rather. So we're drinking some 1792 small batch, and we're just gonna take a little pull off of this because fuck it. Ooh, man,
it's real good.
It is
real good.
It's delicious. I'm not much of a whiskey drinker, but whatever. So ripping shots, what we do is ask a question to the people, and then they reply, and then I read them on the show.
I love that.
And I was gonna do like, do you turn into who you hang out with?
That's a good one. That is a good one.
But the answers were all shit.
What? Yeah, what were some of the answers? Do you have?
No, it was like yes, no, yes, no. So the point is, I changed it.
I see what you're saying.
That's why I was going to do the Chameleon as the shot. I was going to make a shot called the Chameleon. We didn't, but any fucking ways. So what I did was, what's something you do all the time when you're in a relationship, but hardly ever when you're single? Now, do you have a girlfriend?
I just got out of a very serious relationship.
Did you?
Yeah.
Okay, how long ago?
It's been technically like 3 months.
Okay,
since we officially, but we were like kind of on the outs since like January.
Yeah. Well, that's how it goes.
Because it was just like a slow decline. Trying to.
Well, especially the longer the relationship is, the longer the breakup is. Right.
And it's so funny because I was like, we didn't talk for like a month. I'm like, all right, we're out. We're kind of on the way, and then like 1 month later, I'm like, this is a huge mistake. Let's get back together.
Yeah. Well, you always have the
rebound phase.
Yeah. Me and Ashley have been breaking up for like 2 years.
Same thing with this is why I first met you. I'm like, this man gets it. If it's someone it's a good woman, you got to break up with her like at least 6 times.
Yeah. We've been in out a lot. But I didn't know if you were in a relationship.
Well, I think my brand is a little bit like, I've noticed, and I don't know if this is good or bad, but I think it's just something that happened. When I started comedy, I was still like, I was just starting to date this girl, but we weren't like official.
Yeah.
So I had all this material about being single.
Yes, right.
And then it just kind of, that started hitting. So I just kept using it.
Of course.
And then like 3 years then into the thing, I was like, well, I got to start doing relationship material. So it kind of switched, but then my whole persona was already created in a way.
Yeah.
And it's like kind of this like promiscuous person.
Sure, right.
But like classy, like promiscuous, but yeah.
Well, Ashley asked, she's like, does he have a girlfriend? And I said, I think he's married to the game. I don't.
And that's the thing. I'm so busy that like people are like, oh yeah, he's just in and out. He's not really, and dude, I don't publicize it on social media.
Yeah. I've seen you like at a fucking 7 o'clock show, and you're like, no, I got to be fucking at another show at 8:35, and then fucking at 9:05. If I really hustle, I can make this open mic. I'm just like, you work your fucking ass off.
Yeah, I think it's definitely a mental illness. That's definitely Like I think if I didn't have that to occupy my time, I'd be either drinking more. I have an addictive personality, so I need something that I can really do aggressively.
I mean, I don't do comedy like my job. You know what I mean? I do it as a hobby. But when I have if I have a show and I'm doing a fucking 8-minute set, the anxiety that I get, like it's like I have to drink a little bit before, and then afterwards when it's done, I either feel great or bad. You know what I mean? Depending on how it
goes.
But like I need the rest of the night to decompress. I couldn't do fucking 4 back-to-back shows.
Well, that's the thing about doing comedy longer too. That time to the up and down time is less and less. So you just get better at like managing that anxiety, and then it becomes to a point where you're just like, it's like nothing can hurt you anymore.
Yeah, it
you're
just rolls
like,
off your
rolling
back.
off your back. But it's good and bad because I still now for me it's like the threshold is I've been on for like 14 days.
Is that right?
Continuously, no days on, shows every day for 14 days in a row. Then I'm like, all right, I need a day. I need a day to just not do comedy at all.
Is this the day?
This is the day.
You're off today?
This is the off day.
And I made you come out here at
well, no,
fucking
but
7 o'clock.
this is like anything that's not stand up to me is like a vacation.
Yeah,
so this
for
is,
sure.
And we're drinking.
Yeah, life is good. The only thing I've ever done for 14 days in a row is drink. But so Ashley, who is my girlfriend, she commented. And she said, clean hair out of my bathroom sink. Remember, the question is something you do when you're in a relationship and not when you're single. And I would normally not read such a fucking boring answer.
That's a good. People see. I'm like a meticulous OCD person, so my place
you're
is
you're always
person.
well dressed.
Yeah.
You look great every time I see you.
So that for me, but I know what like she's saying. That's a real thing. People keep their place a certain way.
Yeah.
When they're alone versus not. I'm the same. I look at my place looks like a serial killer's apartment all the time.
Really?
It's pristine at all times.
Well, you're a single guy. I think if you're a single guy, you're probably either a slob or a neat freak. But this is why I fucking wrote that down, because girls will bitch about hairs this long in the sink from your beard.
Yeah.
But I've cleaned out. I've like taken the fucking drain out of the tub.
Oof,
and I pull out a fucking snake of blonde hair. And this is my point. I just want to let you ladies know that if you're bitching about your man's fucking hair in the sink, just understand that your fucking hair is this long and it's what's clogging the drain. No drain ever got clogged by a fucking quarter-inch long hair. So I wanted to get that off my chest.
No, that's true. And also, I'm working on this new bit about this where I feel like, so I was in a relationship for like 6 years and I never had, like I had hair in my place, but we didn't live together. But like when she would come over, you'd be like the hair in your place.
Sure.
But being single, I feel like single women shed so much more.
Is that right?
This is my theory. My theory is they're marking their territory. That's my theory.
Right.
Because I've gotten jammed up, dude. I'll be someone at my place, and then I have to make it up. I'm like, oh, it's, my parents came with a dog or something.
Yeah. I got a daughter, so I can just be like,
yeah. But then like, oh, your dog has blue hair. Is that what it is?
Well, right. That's when you get in trouble when it doesn't match. Then you're fucked.
Yeah.
And I'm like sweating fucking bullets. I gotta stop drinking after this. Starting tomorrow. Ruben, you know Ruben.
Oh yeah, Ruben's been posting some. Shout out to Ruben. His Instagram. He posted some really funny TikTok.
He's going hard, right? He's been like working at it.
Did you see the one he posted about July 4th?
I don't know. What was it?
He's got one where he's like running in his lawn. He kind of falls down, and the audio is just like it's like gunshots. He's like, when it's July 4th, you don't know whether to duck or look up.
Oh yeah, that's great. And no, I didn't see. That's a great
just
joke.
Posted
though.
It like today. Yeah, he's funny,
He's
man.
been going hard on the cry filter.
Oh, the cry is great. Yeah, he's like because he's like a little chubby, like nice little guy.
Yeah.
He looks cute, you know.
He says his answer was cheat. Something you don't do when you're not in a relationship. Cheat. So, that's...
this is a toxic man.
Half of his fucking act is about, like you were talking about, like, your brand, right? His brand is like chubby Hispanic player. which is
amazing. I mean, it's just hilarious. Even you saying that, that should be his merch, by the way. Chubby Hispanic player should be his t-shirt.
Yeah, fuck Baby Horchata. Just say chubby Hispanic.
Yeah. I mean, even Baby Horchata, like, that's like a rap name. Like that's
Yeah, you're not a rapper.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a versatile dude though. Fucking.
Well, see, the thing was, what was getting confusing with doing that single material because my girlfriend would be there, and so what I would do is then I eventually just started doing relationship stuff. So when I would but some of the jokes I really liked that were single, and I would just rephrase them. I'd be like, when I was single, X.
Sure, right.
That way, because I also believe my comedy should reflect like where I'm in life.
Of course,
I would make sure to be like, thank God I'm not single because of X. And then I go into that. So it'd make her feel better, you know?
Yeah.
But then I started writing some jokes about her that she was like, I don't like these either. And I was
your fit's a fucking lose-lose.
Yeah,
I was gonna say, like, my half of my act is like about Ashley. And, and
I've been there.
Yeah, of course, right. And fucking and we took like a little break around Christmas time. We had a little falling out, and I did some shows and I had to like reword, my fucking shit.
Because the best comedy should be authentic to who you are at the time.
Of course.
Otherwise, you feel weird. You're like doing jokes that are not relevant to who you are now.
Yeah, absolutely. And then, so last one, Melissa from Beloit says, and this is going to lead into a story after the fucking
Beloit.
Yeah, Beloit, Wisconsin. I think that's how you say that. Beloit.
Yeah, there's another bar
the
called Mustangs in Beloit, and they do a comedy show there. So
really?
She must have seen me at Mustangs, the other Mustangs. Yeah.
Fucking. She says telling someone where I am and what I'm doing.
Ooh, okay, this is a good. We're gonna lead to some stuff here, but
yes.
First thing, the share my location. Do you share your location on your phone?
No, but upon request I will.
Yes, but you don't have it on.
No, like we don't.
I think that's insane. Two couples sharing it all the time.
Intense, right?
That's intense.
Yeah.
Because then it's also like tracking. It's like, what are you, the FBI? You're tracking me all the time.
Honest to God.
Yeah.
So no, but like sometimes like the FaceTime is the same for me. Like if you like when Ashley FaceTimes me, it's like, okay, you want to see
where I'm at,
my surroundings. You know what I mean? And I do the same shit there, so I can't act like
you're like, FaceTime me. It's like, it's 11 o'clock.
You know what I mean? Right.
Like, yeah. Where you at? See, I never. My ex was she's very shy, so she's like, I don't want to FaceTime. Like she's a very much like text me and we talk on the phone a lot, but like she never was like. I would want her to FaceTime me to do for ho shit. I'm like, give me some FaceTime.
Yeah,
Let me see some titties, something, But she'd be like, no, I don't want to do it. But when she did, it was like a big deal.
I'll bet that you like to FaceTime because you always look fucking great. Like I'll bet when you wake up, your hair's
I turn
done.
the camera to me. I'm like, yeah, I do the.
You're one of those guys that's looking at yourself in the top left corner.
I'm just like
instead of looking at her.
Record on Zoom. I'm like, I don't need you. Actually, this is for me. I'm gonna play this back. No, dude, she was an esthetician, so like, she was on point all the time.
Okay.
So
yeah.
I definitely, I didn't want to see my face.
Well, funny fucking story about telling someone where you're at and what you're doing. I left and then this is where we would make a cocktail, and I was going to make a cocktail called Sandy's Crime. It's a vodka, lemonade with a splash of cranberry. That's how you make it.
Yeah, you can if you want to make it.
No, we're not. I'm not fucking with it. Yeah. I don't care. We're drinking whiskey. Cheers.
Yeah. Cheers.
Fucking So I'll tell you a funny story. I was Ashley dropped me off. Remember, my truck's broken.
Yes.
So Ashley dropped me off the other day. I was at another job, another bar, and I had to go in and train. I was going to be there for like an hour. Mm-hmm. So she dropped me off, and I left my phone in her car.
Ooh.
Now I'm
already getting anxiety.
Honest to God, bud.
Already.
Fucking no shit. So
but you have a lock, right? Your face recognition.
Oh no, she knows all my shit. Like she
knows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, but listen, guys have one fucking password for everything.
Yeah.
You tell your girlfriend your Netflix password.
Yeah, it's
and she can fucking access your bank account.
She knows
you know what I mean?
Steal your identity at that
point.
No
shit, right? So I left my fucking phone in her car, and I wasn't like. I know that I don't have a text that's like, meet me at the hotel, baby.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So you're good about that. Yeah, you're confident. Yeah.
But I was still nervous because if someone wants to find something, they're going to find something, right?
And that's the thing, when you're looking.
That's what I'm saying.
You're going to find something.
Of course.
And especially with Instagram, and you have a podcast, I'm a comedian, we have a presence on social media. People will be, you open yourself up to the DMs.
Oh, dude, every time someone DMs me, I entertain it. Just to see if because if it's going to be funny, then I'm going to screenshot it and post it. So every time a girl DMs me, I say, "Hey, girl, what's up?" That's what I start every time. Hey, girl, what's up?
Okay, I can see why she's a little annoyed.
Well, you know what I mean? Of course, absolutely.
Hey, girl, what's up? Send me your titties while we're here, just for the podcast.
I never ask for titties for the podcast. I should. That's a good plan. So I know that when she picks me up, something's going to happen. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know what it's going to be because, like I said, I know.
So when you're at work at the job, you knew it was already going to be.
Of course.
Yeah.
And what's funny is that she didn't know that I left my phone in her car, but I knew there was going to be a point where she would text me or something, and I wouldn't respond. So I texted her from the coworker's phone, like, "Hey, Ashley, I left my phone in your car, just so you know." Blah blah blah.
Smart.
Anyways.
Okay. But also prompting her to look at your phone. Yeah. In hindsight, you gave her 6 more hours. She could have not seen it till 3 p.m.
I should have waited. Yeah,
you should have waited. You would have had less time.
She had like 3 hours unsolicited with my phone.
Oh man.
So here's what she found. So the prior Wednesday, I had someone cover my shift for me at work.
Okay.
Here.
Yeah.
As it turns out, and I didn't go to work that day. I drank all day long. Mm-hmm. Now I told her but I came here and drank so that if she was like, "What are you doing?" I wouldn't be lying when I said I'm just hanging out at Mugshots.
Technically,
you know what I mean. That was my plan. I was like, I'm not lying. You know what I mean? So, but she found out that I lied about work, and man, it was like it wasn't good. You know what I mean? It wasn't a good thing.
Yeah. But in terms of things her finding, that's the best.
I feel like my stance on this, which is which is biased because I'm the fuck in this story. But I was like, you had my phone for 3 hours, and the worst thing you saw was like I lied about going to work. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know. That's not so bad.
I guess, though, my question to you, why would you lie about that?
Well, that's her question to me.
Yeah.
So thanks for re-asking.
Ashley, I got your back, okay? This is fucking weird. I don't trust it. You just want to drink alone without her?
Here's why I fucking lied, man. I lied because sometimes when I'm not working, like if I have a day off and she knows I have a day off, sometimes she'll occupy my time. It's not funny, Vic.
That's so funny because you're like, I need a vacation from my job and from you.
Well, when there's no nice way to tell someone that.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Okay,
she was very hurt.
Of course. Yeah, of course.
Fuck you, of course. Yeah, but you're right, of course.
My ex and I never lived together. We're together for a long time, like time-wise.
Right.
But we never lived together. So every time we'd see each other, it'd be like, it was exciting. It was like a date.
Oh, my God.
Living together is totally different.
I try to fucking explain to her, like, the thing about living with someone, there's a girl that works here and she's been with this guy for a while. They're getting pretty serious and they're talking about getting a place together. And they're young kids and I try to always spread my wisdom around. So I was like, here's the thing about living together. When you live with someone and then you go out, you're leaving that person.
Yes.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I got a buddy who just got married and they moved real fast. You know what I mean? But like he always had never been in a I live with you relationship. And like when you live, and he was kind of saying the same thing, like once I come home, I can't go back out. You know what I mean? Because you're leaving that person.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
It's like a whole thing.
Yeah. Where when you're single and you go out, you're just I'm heading to the bar with my friends. I'm going golfing, whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
But when you are sitting on the couch, how do you get up and just be like, well, I'll see you later?
You got to have an explanation. You also have to like clear it. It's not as spontaneous.
Oh man,
yeah.
Unless you're going to get fucking eggs or something,
dude. I mean, that's what for the first like year when we were kind of like talking and like the most exciting part of that first year was like we'd both be out, but then we'd meet up, and that was like the best for like a year. We did that. That was how we started dating. You know, like we'd be out or like obviously then we started hanging out one-on-one. But for those first few hangouts, it was like she's with her friends, I'm with my friends, and we'd meet up at the end of the night. It was like kind of this cool thing.
Yeah, tell your friends to go with my friends. We can be friends.
Yeah, it was
music reference.
It was amazing. I was like, this is romance, bro.
Absolutely.
This is now, but like I can get it. I mean. Now I'm almost in the envious part though. Like now I'm like, oh, it would be nice to like live with someone because I think I've had the other thing for so long.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, but also my schedule is so weird that I'm like, it's almost like it to think about going out with someone one-on-one is like a time thing for me. I'd rather have you at the house. That way we have more FaceTime together.
She doesn't. Has she ever been to one of your shows?
Yeah. So before the pandemic,
is she like a roadie? You know what I mean?
Oh, dude, she was at every weekend. She was at shows.
Oh, before the pandemic.
Before the pandemic.
See, I didn't start till after the pandemic.
Yeah. So we kind of started having like we broke up. We got back together like 4 times after the pandemic. Kind of ruined us. But before she was like everyone knew her. She was there every weekend. So it was very interesting because all the people I met in the pandemic, they're like, oh, this guy's single. He's out here.
That was my thought. You know what I mean? No, I'm not saying because you're not.
No, I wasn't out here like that.
If she's listening, he wasn't out there making out with girls, but just like your material and shit like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And just like I think as a comedian, I heard this quote the other day. They're like, the audience should never know like where you truly stand because you're a contrarian, right?
Yeah.
So I don't want the audience to know if I'm Republican, if I'm Democrat. I don't want the audience to know if I believe this or that. I want to play both sides all the time.
Yeah.
So I think being a good comedian, you can have jokes on both sides.
Yeah.
And the audience is like, and if they're smart enough, they can pick it up.
Sure.
You know?
Sure.
But it's fun to be able to like have that contrarian viewpoint. So same thing with like relationship material. I want to be able to do both.
Well, it gives you twice as many options for jokes.
Correct.
You know what I mean?
And sometimes you're in a crowd where they're like, no one's in a relationship. So if you start doing your relationship material, they're like, no, we're single. Like talk about being, talk about us.
Like I can't relate.
Yeah, I can't relate. Like we're here because we're trying to meet somebody, bro.
Yeah,
we're sad.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
We need you to entertain us.
Yes.
You know? What are we doing?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. So the point of my story with the fucking
so how did it resolve? She just
time, time heals all wounds.
Yeah.
She just kind of got over it. But my point is like the cover up is always worse than the crime, ain't it?
100%.
You know what I mean?
Because the crime, that's a very innocuous.
I could have just been like, I'm taking today off.
Yeah.
But I didn't want to have to go hang shelves at her salon.
Yeah.
I didn't want to have to meet her for lunch. And like we were talking about, like, why I didn't tell her when she asked me.
You should pose this question to her and see what she says, because this will determine if you do this again.
Okay.
Pose this question to her. Be like, in the future, if I want to do this again, would you prefer I tell you I need a break from you as well?
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
You don't think it would matter?
I think that
she'd be more hurt if you told her I need a vacation.
I think she's gonna say that, but I don't think that
it would still be.
I don't think it's real though.
Yeah.
You know what I tell her all the time, this is like I have it's a theory or whatever, but like any man alive. Like I go out a lot. Like she'll be like, you drink every day. How do you need a break from me? And I'm like, it's not that. I do go out every day almost if I'm not working. Well, first of all, when I work, I'm out, so it's kind of a catch-22.
Yeah.
But I have this theory. I tell her all the time, like, listen, give me one day a week that I can go out, and you don't bother me all day, and I won't be out like till 3 a.m. You know what I mean? Give me a curfew, 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock. I don't care, but I don't want to hear from you all fucking day. One day a week. And the other 6 days, I will fucking come home and like do whatever you want all day long.
That's reasonable. Yeah.
She avoids answering. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But the point is, she won't go for it, and no woman would, because I think that they like to. I sound like such a dick. I think that they wouldn't sacrifice the right to be able to be mad at you.
Yeah. She also the thought of being not the center of attention for one day is going to kill you, because it's like one of those things where it's like, no, you're on call. I need you to be. I mean. If I feel like I want to talk to you, I should be able to talk to you. Now, if I don't, then we're good. But one day I might feel like it. I don't know.
Exactly.
So you can't schedule something like that.
No.
You can't.
Yeah. But imagine. I think that's like sums up the difference between men and women, because it's such a logical, like her point. I'm out every day, so and you don't like it. So, okay, I'll be home every day except one. Yeah. And she won't go for it.
Yeah.
It's just such like the glaring, obvious difference between men and women.
Oh, that's so funny. Yeah. Now I'm back on board. Lie every day, dude. Fuck it.
I don't lie every day.
Yeah.
You know what's funny? I know when I was trying to tell her about, like, when she was mad at me about it, I was like, listen, I'm a bartender. So, like, everyone that comes into the bar at 3 o'clock, like happy hour, every man that comes in is still at work.
Yeah, technically.
Like on Sunday at noon, every dude that comes in is at Home Depot. You know what I'm saying? Like, my point was, I was like, Ashley, every man alive does that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And her response was like, well, they don't fucking Uber to the gym. but yeah, I was like, everybody does it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I was like, I just, I don't know, I just got caught. Whatever.
Yeah.
But,
yeah. No, that's it's real, man. It's also like the phone thing brought back some stuff too. Like, even it's so funny. So my ex and I have been broken up for a few months, but like the reason we started talking again in the last couple of weeks is because she saw me follow somebody on Instagram that she was like, "Why are you following her?" And I was like, "Dude, we're broken up. Like, we're broken up." But it's just so funny because like I don't know. This is me personally. I think some guys are not like this, but I've never like done the like extra step on like social media where I'm like, "Who are you talking to?" I'm never that. I'm very much like, I go to your page. If I like the content, I like the content. I'm not like seeing what you're doing on there. Dude. And I think not all women, but some women will go that extra. Like, she knew what I was doing before I did it.
They're so.
And I'd be like, I'd like a photo, like just kind of like in my feed, and then she'd be like, why'd you like the interpretation starts to go.
Of course, every woman alive could be a private eye.
Yes, I heard that.
If her big case was catching her boyfriend cheating, Ashley will fucking the shit she. What's up, guys? The shit she fucking catches me on is like you gotta fucking, like, she goes like 3 layers. You know what I'm saying?
It's the jump. It's the conclusions.
It's not just like I'm scrolling through his page and I see that he is friends with this person. It's like, you liked this girl's picture that I'm not friends with, so you got to go on her page. Yeah. And to do that, you got to realize that I follow her, and to do that, you got to go through my friends list. Like, it's involved.
And see, even that right there, like, it's not worth it for me. I'm like, just cheat. Don't tell me, bro.
I don't have the energy for it. Sometimes I will like get a bug up my ass, and I'm like, okay, let me okay.
But you're like in a rabbit hole. Yeah,
I get 5 seconds into it, and I'm just like, who the fuck has time for this, man?
You like one of those crime scene detectives. You have all the lines going between the maps and shit. Like, that's how it feels. So.
That's exactly what it's like. Yeah. So the last segment of the show is called Last Call. Okay. I hit this button and this guy yells, "Last call." Awesome. Forgot call. You won't be able to hear it because you're not on headphones. But let's make this last call. We'll do it. Cheers. Because these dudes are here. They get loud as fuck. Touch them together. That was gross. I just spit out an ice cube. So, okay. So to sum things up, you want to plug anything? You got to.
Yeah. Should I plug it now?
Absolutely.
So I do stand up mainly in Chicago, but I also tour like every weekend. I'm on the road pretty much now. So if this is a national podcast, this is a big platform. I'm not going to limit you to just Chicago,
Yeah,
right?
no, I'm in the top 50 in Europe, man.
Oh, dude, I'm doing a European tour hopefully next year.
Big UK following. On
Yes,
the show.
yes. Follow me at Vik Pandya on all social media. VikPandya. My show schedule's on there. I do shows in Chicago like every day, pretty much, and then I'm on the road touring, headlining. So see me on the road.
Fucking A. Yeah. Check him out. His shit's great. So to sort of sum things up, I think I usually try to make 3 points, but man, I've been coming off this 15-day bender. I'm really foggy. The cover-up is always worse than the crime.
I think that's one. Okay.
Vic is hilarious. And
that should have been number one, to be honest, but it's fine. We'll circle back. We'll add that in post. Okay, let's run that back.
And then if you're bitching about your man's hair in the sink, just keep in mind that your hair's fucking 42 times longer than his.
Yeah, and your hair has probably ruined so many security deposits in apartments. Like that's probably and gotten so many dudes in trouble. Yes.
Yeah.
Like this is a hair from someone else.
Yeah.
Yeah. Could have been. Yeah.
A hair on the pillow or in the car will get you every time.
Yeah.
Especially if it's blue.
So I want to go with a shaved head. That's what I want.
Oh God.
Yeah.
What I wouldn't give.
No, edit that out. I don't want that. Don't come to me if you have a shaved head.
Cut it out, Will. Will does the editing, so it's up to him. If it's in there, it's him. Your gripe is with Will. We'll see you next time in The Perfect Drink, everybody.
Dude, that was
Thanks
great.
for
That was so
listening
fun.
to The Perfect Drink.
Yeah.
Remember, you
How
can
long was
always
that?
hear me
Was it
first
40?
on Be Positive Radio every Monday at 1 p.m. If you miss me there, all episodes are available on YouTube, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and anywhere else you might listen to your podcasts.
What's that?
Be sure to like, subscribe,
Yeah,
and tell
you
a
do
friend.
the fucking
If you're interested in being a
2-hour-long
guest on the show or you just want to tell me how much you like me, feel free to send me an email at hrkpresents@gmail.com or just slide into my DMs like your mom does.
You
See you next time.
It was fun. It was like
We gotta
kept it light.
whatever outline now. You know what I mean? So it's like it makes sense. But
So you and what